You know some shit's going down when I have to start off with a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I do not own stock in GameStop. I do own stock in AMC. And if you're a lawyer, please sue someone else with more money. GameStop, AMC, Robinhood, Dogecoin. It sounds like these would be booths at the Adult Virgin Convention. Not Wall Street's worst nightmare. So what the hell's happening? Buying low and selling high is the business principle of day traders and drug dealers alike. This is what we call a long position. Well, the opposite of that is called a short position. Something I know all too well about. No, that's not. Wait. I didn't mean it like that. Short position is when you sell high and buy low. And the tricky part is the first one where you have to sell something you don't own. That'd be like me trying to sell you good jeans and a decent hairline. Get a shot of that. Are you kidding me? So, like my future toupee, you're going to need to borrow what you need from someone else. So this is how it works in stocks. You borrow a stock from someone, you sell it at the current high price. Once the stock goes down, you buy it at that cheaper price, then giving that stock back to the person you borrowed from and pocketing the profit. It'd be like borrowing Johnny's track shoes and then turning around and selling those track shoes to Steve for $100. Then watching Steve run what he thought were going to be hurdles, but ended up being bear traps. And then you buy those shoes back from Steve for like $5 or something. Because it's like, Steve, come on. You got medical bills, bro. You don't need track shoes if you don't have legs. You end up profiting $95. Johnny gets his shoes back and everybody wins. This is what shorting a stock is, except Legolas Steve is actually a company limping to the finish line. This takes us to GameStop. As a company, they suck. It's really an archaic way to buy video games now. Everybody downloads them. Plus, every time you trade in or sell a game, it's such a ripoff. It feels like you're selling stolen manhole covers for scrap metal. The company has been bleeding cash for years, and hedge funds, primarily the people shorting it, know it. They're circling around this thing like sharks on a wounded seal, or Chris Christie around a dessert table. 138% of GameStop stocks were being shorted. That means that there was more short demand than there was actual stock. So, like the Warriors in the 2016 finals, they're up 3-1. They think victory is inevitable. Then comes the LeBron James of cat shirts. GameStop's incredibly white knight. A guy by the name of Roaring Kitty on YouTube or Deep Fucking Value on Reddit. This guy reads the situation, sees it as an opportunity, and dumps his life savings. Over $50,000 into GameStop stock. Unique New York rubber baby buggy bumpers. GameStop stocks. That'd be like reserving the presidential suite on the Titanic. And Roaring Kitty is the jack of all trades. What wasn't accounted for in this situation was the amount of hate people have for hedge funds. That's where the community Wall Street bets comes in. GameStop memes being shared. People buy a little bit more stocks. More people share memes. More stocks are being bought. What happens when more people start buying stocks? The price of the stock goes up. And the people who let the hedge fund borrow their stock, they want it back now. So the hedge fund has to exit their short position, buying the stock at the current high price. This, in return, inflates the price, and you guessed it, the stock keeps going up. This is when things get wild. Algorithms now jump on in here. They see this starting to go up. What are they going to do? They're automatically going to start buying for people. So now you have retail traders buying stock. You got algorithms buying stock for financial institutions. You got hedge funds bleeding money. GameStop stocks went up 685% in January alone. At one point, that guy Roaring Kitty, his $53,000 investment was worth $48 million. Hedge funds have lost over $19 billion on GameStop alone. All of this going on when Robinhood and TD Ameritrade and Webull and a bunch of other sites start stopping people from buying these stocks. Now you got class action lawsuits flying around. Bitcoin and Dogecoin start going bananas. Billionaires are crying. Everyday people like you and me are cheering. It's the craziest week I've seen in Wall Street in a very long time. But where do we go from here? Well, for the first time, people are starting to smell blood for hedge funds instead of the other way around. People are buying billboards in New York City, trying to keep the boost to GameStop going. One guy even hired a plane to tote around a sign that said, "Suck my nuts, Robinhood," and fly it around the headquarters. And Wall Street Bets should be renamed In Sync because all they're saying is bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. Hit the microphone. And I know what you're asking. How do we fix people buying stocks that they don't own on the backs of dying companies to line their own pockets and shut out the little guys? You're not asking that. I'm just kidding. No, you're wondering about GameStop. How do you get on GameStop? Can you make money there? The truth is, I don't know. Nobody knows. This is the stock market. Anything could happen. Here's what we do know. At the time of this video, there's about 50 million shares still being shorted. People are betting that this whole thing is going to come crashing back down. And again, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's kind of unreal. 2, GameStop hasn't said a word about this whole thing, which is kind of crazy. There is a lot of speculation that going forward in the next couple weeks, they're going to release a bunch of new shares, sell them at the current high price, inject a ton of cash into the company, stabilizing it, and effectively ending the short squeeze going on right now. All I know for a fact is that Wall Street and retail investors like myself are all asking the same question. When will the game stop? That's it for the show. Thank you so much. If you liked it, give me the thumbs up. That'd be awesome. And of course, we do a show live every morning, 8 a.m. Me and my boy Pike. It's a comedy show. If you enjoyed this, you're going to love that. Hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss that. And of course, if you could tell a friend, that would be huge. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, 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 bye.
That's what I'm talking about.